exciting females to sell all fall, not only in the Charolais breed, but I believe in the entire beef industry. This great tank daughter out of the great Germain cow, you're buying 3/4 inches in the female, of course, consigned to us by the great Serhienko Cattle Company program in the Vert Charolais. And again, I think the cow that certainly needs no further introduction. Everybody's talked about her in the entire industry. She's lot number 1 in the Superstar. You tell me on her, give 100,000 on it. Hot 10th bid, 12.5. How about it 50, 25, 30. How about it 35, 50. How about it 5, 60. How about it 5, 70. How about it 5, 80. How about it 50.
So today is actually the day that I am heading home, which is why my hair is all plain ready. But before I do, I wanted to show you my Christmas decor in my room that my mom set up, because it's like January 14th, so she's taken some stuff down now. But she does the whole house, and the room is very Cassidy themed, so I wanted to share it. So over on my dresser, we just have these couple of sparkly deer and the flowers. Oh, and then we found this, which is London, I believe, London Bridge, and at like a thrift kind of store in Saskatoon, so had to get that, obviously. And then on my vanity, which is quite messy, ignore that, is another little purple sparkly deer with some, is that holly? I don't know, but it's more sparkly foliage. And then I think this whole setup might be my favorite, or the tree, I don't know, but I really like this. This is kind of like new and different this year. I've got this pink dresser, and then we've got a pink Santa. This is like a bowl and a cup that's the 12 Days of Christmas. And then this is like a nutcracker kind of snow globe thing. Got my pink nutcracker, and then another nutcracker snow globe. This one plays the song and everything, and also blows snow when it's on and lights up. And then this is the main thing, of course. This is my pink tree. It's got like the roses and the pink ornaments, some swan feathers, because my room is the swan room. And then for like a tree topper, she put this like cherub angel ornament at the top. Yeah. Oh, and there's like pearl garland kind of throughout. Or maybe those are, yeah, that's garland. I was like, oh, maybe they're ornaments, but no. I love these little snowflake decorations too. And then on my door, which it's a little floppy because we made this a long time ago and it was like our first try at it, but my mom and I made this. It's a book wreath. Yeah, because we are Martha Stewarts. But yeah, my mom always goes really all out at Christmas, and I always love what she does in my room. Before she's done like an Alice in Wonderland themed tree, one time we built like a tree out of all of my books. That was cool. So yeah, it's been building up over the years. Hello again! So as you can see, I am back in Oxford now after I think like a full month at home, which was really lovely. I really enjoyed being back home. But now back to the grind. School starts next week. It's Thursday today, so I got in Wednesday afternoon and just kind of tried to stay awake as long as possible. But I think I fell asleep at like 8:30. So yeah, I've been kind of just taking it easy today. I got all of my stuff put away, but basically all that I brought back was a couple of things that I got for Christmas, including this jacket and a bunch of candy and chips that you can only get in Canada. So I've got a little stash over there. But yeah, so in this vlog, you'll have seen at the beginning some clips that I took from home. I didn't really vlog like the whole thing, but I just got a couple of videos and stuff, mainly like of the yard and everything. So it's very snowy, and I feel like it's a cool contrast to Oxford. So yeah, had a really awesome Christmas, and yeah, really enjoyed being back home. But I'm back now. This evening I'm going to go out and have dinner with Anika, and Gaia is here visiting for the week. So it'll be really, really nice to see her before she's back to France. So yeah, I think we're gonna go to Brasserie Blanc, which is a French restaurant. I went there once for the Rhodes Thanksgiving that John McCall McBain hosted. So it was like a set menu. We had the duck confit, if that's how you say that, which was good. But yeah, I think it's supposed to be a nice restaurant. So it's over in Jericho, so it's a bit of a walk, but not too bad. So yeah, gonna go there and meet up with them this evening. And then this weekend I'm just gonna kind of try to get stuff sorted before classes resume next week. So yeah, a bunch of reading and everything. But I've also got some cool stuff going on this weekend. So I'm not sure if this vlog is going to be like a short one just over the weekend and post it this Monday, or if it will be a longer one and post it next week, but I guess you will see. Making Anika try dill pickle chips.
Here we go!
Because they don't have them in America or the UK.
It smells good.
Do they taste like pickles
They
to you?
do.
Yeah. I think those are my favorite of the three
This is
that I
really
brought.
good.
They are really good. I'm surprised
There's
you
so
don't.
much pickle.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't have more pickle flavored stuff in the States, actually.
I feel like it's not as big of a thing.
Yeah. You can get everything pickle
Also, like,
flavored.
we don't have ketchup chips. We just don't have fun flavors. Or the all dressed.
That's like, because I don't really think there's any American ones that we don't have. That I know of, anyway.
Made in Canada.
Yeah.
Authentic Canada. This is so good. I'm stealing this. Thanks. Okay, so we're going through all over the flavors now. This is all dressed.
Mm-hmm.
It has a salt shaker and an onion and a pepper.
I don't know if that's very reflective of the taste. It's not, but I didn't know how to describe them.
It does smell kind of like sour cream and onion.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of the closest, but not really.
It tastes like a mix between sour cream and onion and like barbecue.
Yeah. And you can get them in other forms, but I feel like the Ruffles is the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Do you like the dill pickle better?
I do like the dill pickle better. I think I'm a little bit disappointed because I was expecting more dressed.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
I thought it was gonna be like a mix of all of the different flavors.
Which, like, it kind of is.
But I think it could be doing more.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, okay. That's
I think some of the other ones, like if you get like the regular Lay's or Miss Vicky's has one, I feel like the flavor is maybe stronger on those.
Okay.
But this is like the classic kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not bad. I'd eat them.
Good morning, everybody. So I think I'm a little bit off with my timing. I was up like most of the night, but I'm going to try to stay awake this afternoon instead of sleeping. But the plan is to go and run some errands. Like I need to grocery shop and everything. But I think I might also go and like do some reading and stuff at either the cafe or maybe the MCR. We'll see. Yeah, and do that kind of stuff today. But last night was really fun. It was great to see Gaia again. And the restaurant was really good. It was Brasserie Blanc, which is like a French restaurant in Jericho. I went there for the Rhodes Thanksgiving dinner, so I thought it was like way more expensive than it actually was. It like isn't a cheap restaurant, but it's kind of like, it's the same sort of pricing as you'd get for that kind of food like anywhere else. Like I have been judging restaurants by how expensive their burger is, and their burger is like 16 pounds for the burger and the fries and everything, which is like the same or cheaper than you'd get at most pubs. So yeah, but the food was really good. And the restaurant's really pretty and everything, so had a really nice time there. And then came back and I gave Anika, some of, she sampled my wares. So she tried my dill pickle chips and my all dressed chips. She had never had either of those before. She has had ketchup, so we didn't open those, which I think is good because I realized she's gonna be gone this weekend. And I think so is Chloe. And I'm like, now I've got like 2 open bags of chips that are going to go stale eventually, so hopefully someone will be around to eat some because I probably shouldn't eat 2 bags of chips in that quick succession. But I'm going to get going and hopefully kick the jet lag today. Hi everybody, so it is Saturday today. I didn't get up to too much yesterday. I read some more of this book, which is The Beast Takes a Bride by Julie Ann Long, which is the book Megan got me for Christmas. And I finished it this morning. I really enjoyed it. Very fun, like a good historical romance. I will say it took a lot. I was like, oh, Magnus is gonna have to do the most to get back into my good books, because they're married from the beginning of this novel. This is like a, oh no, marriage in crisis kind of thing, because basically they get married 5 years before the book starts, and they've spent like the entirety of their marriage apart, because it's not really a spoiler, because you can kind of get the gist of like what caused their separation from the beginning, so you kind of like know it going into the reveal, but like spoilers. She was 22. She's kind of responsible for looking after her family, managing all of their emotions, and she has this very like innocent relationship with her brother's tutor. Like, it's very sweet. She's like, oh my god, one time our hands brushed, and that's the extent of it. Neither of them make any plans. They know nothing can come of it. They just like to meet up and talk about art, and that's it. But Colonel Brightwall comes to stay at her estate, and for him it's like love at first sight with her, and he has, you know, had a rough life, so he's like, I don't know how to love. So he's like, but I must have this woman. So they've spoken like twice. Both are very sweet. Like, if I was her, I would have had a crush on him, but they've spoken twice. Very like polite, Regency, you know, niceties in place. And he is like, so I've learned that basically her family is on the brink of being destitute. So I'm essentially going to offer to buy her from her father. So that's what he does. And then her dad is like, I think you need to marry him, dude. And she's like, yeah, I guess. Haven't really given me much other choice. So she's like, yeah, I'll marry him. She kind of breaks everything off with the tutor ahead of time, but she like goes out for a stroll the day of their wedding. Like, they've just gotten married. She goes out for a walk, goes to the fence where she used to meet up with the tutor, and like he's there, but she didn't plan on it. And he kisses her for the first time, and it's her first kiss. And she kisses him back. She's like, this is like my one chance to like choose something before, you know, going into marriage, whatever. But Magnus sees them, and he's like, it's such pain because he's in love with her, and is like, we're going to live separately. I'm gonna go to Spain. You just like hang out in London and be really lonely. So he pisses off for 5 years and then comes back, and they need to like, he's gonna be made an earl. So they're like, we've got to like look good for the ton. And then after that, like, you can go live in New York forever. And that's that. And she's like, this is, you know, sad. I've been on my own for 5 years, whatever. And then they fall in love again. So overall, it's very sweet, but I was kind of like frustrated with Magnus throughout, and kind of her, because they both like made a very big deal of it, which I get. They're like, it is like breaking these vows that she just took in church, I guess, but like, cut the girl some slack, especially when I found out how old he was, because you know that she's 22 when they first meet, and then she's 27 during like the present time in the book. And we don't really know how old he is. I don't remember if they ever say. I don't think they do. But he says like when he sees her that he'd planned for every contingency, but hadn't thought that his 22-year-old wife would like have already had a dude. And that he was closer to 40 than 30 at the time. So in the 5 years previous timeline, he's already mid to late 30s. And I was like, you can't cut the lady some slack for like saying goodbye, because she immediately apologizes and explains the situation. This isn't like a miscommunication about what happened. He like understands, but they never take the time to like really talk to each other and understand each other's feelings. So then in the present timeline, as they're doing that, it is very sweet and like very romantic. But I was like, can we stop acting like this is the end of the world? But no, we didn't for like almost the entire book. So that part was frustrating, but I did enjoy both of them individually as characters, and actually seeing them like legitimately fall in love, because at first it was, for him, like he did love her, but it was like, very sort of, he didn't actually know her that well. He like saw parts of her but not the whole picture, so them actually like getting to know each other more intimately was very sweet. So I did enjoy it for that. And I would definitely, this is like I think the 3rd book in the series from what I'm gathering, because you see like other couples and there's 2 for sure. And so I would definitely go back and read those ones because I enjoy a historical romance. And I don't think I've ever read any of Julianne Long's books before. So yeah, would definitely check out more of her books. I like the writing style. And so yeah, that was a good time. But today I'm going to go for a walk. It's a bit overcast out today, but I think I'd like to like walk through the meadows and everything, get some fresh air. So I'm going to go out and do that and then potentially either sit in a cafe and read or just get a coffee to go. We'll see. So as you will have seen, I decided to take a walk through the Christchurch meadows. I just went to the river, a bit up the river, and then back because the meadows actually close at 4:30 right now, so they kind of lock the gates at sunset. There is a way to get out somehow, but you do kind of like get locked in, and then I think like everyone I know has gotten locked in at some point. And I think they just like try to go to the porters at Christchurch to get out. I'm not really sure because I have not been locked in and I do not want to be. So I definitely would have had time to like do the full loop, but I just didn't because I was paranoid. And I wanted to go to the independent cafe because when I first walked by, it was quite busy in there. So I was like, maybe if I go for a walk first and come back, some tables will clear. And one did. So I went in there, got a drink and sat and read for a bit. So I've come back to Lucy Undying, which I'd started at the start of last term, and then I didn't get very far in, and then I kind of like left it behind just because like school got really busy. And like I've said before, I find like during term time, just the nature of my degree, like all of my work is either reading or writing generally. So then when I'm not doing that, I just don't necessarily feel drawn to read in my spare time, so I wind up just like rewatching shows that I've seen a bajillion times. But yeah, I've picked this back up and got really, really into it. I think I read like about 100 pages. So maybe I'll finish this over the next couple of days. We'll see. But I really, really like this. It's very fun. It's like Lucy from Dracula. It's sort of like her story retold because, so in Dracula, Lucy is sort of the like, she's Mina's friend, and she's just this like beautiful, young, very like bubbly woman, and all of the men are in love with her. We've got like I think it's a lawyer, definitely a cowboy, and a doctor are all in love with her, but she gets turned, and so her suitors are the ones who kill her because she starts like killing babies. So they all come together and stake her and kill her. But in this, it's sort of rewriting that. Like, she's not the one killing babies. It's one of Dracula's other brides who sort of, I don't know if they mistake her for her or if she transforms into her, because in this, like, vampires can shapeshift. Like, Lucy can turn into moonlight. It's very, like, spooky and very cool. Really beautiful writing. So this is, like, she's not the one that died. And then this is sort of, like, the aftermath of it. And it's told in 3 different sort of timelines and styles. We have Lucy's journal entries from before she's a vampire, and then we have like a transcript as like modern day Lucy is talking to like a therapist that she's kind of enthralling, and is just like telling her life story because she can. And then we have Iris's point of view, which is also in the present timeline, and is her meeting Lucy, though she doesn't know who she is. and she's got like some other ooky spooky things like that we don't really know what's going on. Her family is like, it seems like very cult-like. She's kind of running from people, and we don't really know how much she knows about the supernatural, but you can tell she knows something. It's just very, very well written so far, and yeah, really, really enjoy it. Like, it's very pretty writing without being like quite as, not necessarily like the writing in A Dowry of Blood, which is like a very similar, is like sort of a similar concept. Like, it's also a vampire novel about like told from the point of view of one of Dracula's brides. And I want to say like the writing in that is very like ornate, and I want to say overdone, but not overdone in a bad way. It's just like very kind of evocative, and it's very like descriptive and everything, which this like can be. It has like a lot of really beautiful turns of phrase, but the prose feels more contemporary, I guess. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying this. Very into the Gothic inspired literature lately, so really, really liking this. Hopefully we'll be able to finish it soon. But now that I'm back, I'm just like typing away at some stuff here, and then yeah, probably just gonna have a chill evening in again. Hi everybody! So Sunday today, got to slow start today. So far I've just been hanging out at home, but yeah, I also don't really have anything really to do today per se. So I think I'm just gonna walk around. I might go read in a cafe again. Today, might go to Waterstones. I don't know if it'll be open today, but I might go check. Yeah, that's really all that I have going on. So just like puttering around again today, but classes resume tomorrow, so gonna get ready for that as well this evening. And yeah, gonna head out now. So back in my room now. I wound up walking up, and then I went into Anthropology, and I tried on a couple things. I absolutely loved that cheetah print dress that I did get a clip of, but then I also tried on this absolutely stunning dress. It was like a Selkie Bridgerton collaboration, and it was hanging on a 50% off rail, but it didn't have a tag on it. It doesn't even have like the size on it. So I just took it in, and I was like, it's probably not gonna wind up being my size. But it fit perfectly. It's gorgeous. I'll see if I can put a photo in because I forgot to take a video. Fitting room lights kind of distort the color on camera, but it's like this really beautiful pastel pink and purple color. It was just gorgeous. But I took it down and asked like what the price was because it didn't have the tag and it wasn't on sale. So then I was like, let me take a step back here for a second. Anyway, it was very pretty, but I did not get it. But yeah, really pretty. And then I just walked through the covered market, which on Sundays it's like some things are open, some things aren't, but I just kind of wanted to go look at the flowers. So I cut through there to then get up to Waterstones. And then I went and sat in the cafe there for a bit to read. So I'm like, let me see how far in I am. Yeah, I'm like a little under halfway through Lucy Undying. So I think I'm gonna read more of this tonight. But yeah, I was planning on maybe going to, I thought Brian Cox, like the actor that plays Logan Roy on Succession, he was speaking at the Union, and I wrote it down wrong. I thought it was tonight, so I was going to go to that, but it turns out it was yesterday, so I missed it. So I need to be more diligent about writing those down in the future. I'm sure that it'll be posted online and I can kind of see what it was about, because I'm curious what he was going to discuss, because it didn't really have like a synopsis of the theme of his talk. I'm assuming it was just like about acting and his sort of story, but I know that he can be a bit controversial, so I was wondering if he'd say anything kind of spicy. But yeah, I'm back here for now. Unfortunately, everyone here is kind of busy this weekend. Like Anika, for example, her entire life is taken up by dance right now. So she was busy at dance all day, so I was left to entertain myself. But we might hang out for a bit later tonight when she's done for a hot minute, we'll see. But yeah, for now I'm going to entertain myself and potentially plug away at some more work here and read more of my book. Hi guys, so I've literally just been reading more of my book tonight, but I think I've decided I'm going to put this all as one vlog, so I'm going to say goodnight here, and I will see you next week for a video that's a full week returning to Oxford. A little bit more going on next time because I'll have classes and everything. So kind of getting back into the swing of things officially, so it should be good. But thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.